Welcome back, everybody. So, before we move our attention to operating systems, in the last online session, we looked at Boolean logic, and we understood that Booleans are an additional data type in Python and in most programming languages, and Booleans, unlike strings or numbers, can only have two possible values, true and false. And we can use Boolean logic in our programs with these true and false values to make our programs a bit more dynamic. Every Python program we've seen so far, the Python program executes the same way every single time. Boolean logic can be used to alter the execution of our programs and to do different things in different situations depending on what happens to be true at a particular time and what happens to be false. This is what makes programs, as I said, dynamic. It means the output will change depending on whatever conditions are true and false at any given time. Now, the last Python we looked at some loops. We looked at for loops in particular. We saw how to loop over lines of code a certain number of times with the range function. And we also saw how to use a for loop to loop over all the items in a list. There was one other type of loop we saw in our online sessions, and that was a while loop. Now, while we did look at it at our online sessions, I didn't upload a video about while loops before because we hadn't looked at Boolean logic yet. To understand a while loop, you do need to understand Boolean logic. So we looked at Boolean logic in the last online session. So now today we are empowered to actually look at while loops very quickly. So we said before that with for loops, you generally know in advance how many times the body of the loop is going to run. For example, if we use the range function and we said for count in range 6, then we know the body of the loop is going to run 6 times. So we know in advance how many times the loop is going to run. So that was for count in range 6, print hello. So we know this is going to run 6 times. Just save the file. So if I run this now, we're going to get hello 6 times, exactly as we expect. So we know how many times the loop is going to run in advance. But there are many cases in programming where we want something to repeat numerous times, but we don't know in advance how many times the action should repeat. And for those kind of situations, we use the while loop. Now, a while loop will execute for as long as a Boolean condition is true. As long as a Boolean condition is true. So as long as some Boolean condition remains true, the loop will execute over and over and over again. So what does that look like? So to use a while loop, of course, just like we use the for up above for a for loop, here we use while. So this is a while loop. So this is a bit simpler to write actually than a for loop. So we start off with the while keyword in Python, and then what we have to do inside in round brackets, we have to give a Boolean condition, something that will either be true or false. So we normally do that based on a variable. So before we even write the for loop, let's write a variable. So we're going to initiate a variable. We're going to create a variable. So let's, I'm going to delete the for loop. Right, I'm going to create a variable called maximum equal, and I'm going to set it equal to 10. Now I'm going to create another variable called count, and I'm going to set it equal to 0. So now I have 2 variables, and what I want to do is I want to print a message while the value count is less than 10. So let's write that. So what did I say there? I said while the value of count is less than 10. So let's write that out. So we're going to create our while loop. While, then we have our brackets, and inside the brackets we write the condition. So I said while count is less than 10. So while count is less than maximum, because maximum is equal to 10. So while count is less than maximum, do something. Print hello. Count, well, I should say the value of count is count. Right, I think we're ready to go. But before I do, does this program look okay to you? So what are we going to do? As long as count is less than maximum, we're going to print out this message. And the idea is it should stop when count becomes 10. So let's run that loop. Let's run that now. So I'll save the program and run it. Uh-oh, this hasn't executed the way I thought it would. The value of count is always 0, so the program is still running. You can see my console windows flashing a bit at the bottom here. The program is still running. This program is going to run indefinitely. It will never stop, because with what I've written here, the value of count is always less than 10. So what's happening? When the while loop starts to execute, Python will first check to see if this condition is true or false. And if it is true, it will run the body of the loop. If it is false, it will go past the loop to the next line of code that's outside the loop. So let's just make that clear. Let's put a line here. The loop has finished. Now remember, this is not indented underneath while, so this is after the loop. But as I said, if I run that now, we'll never see this line of code run, because Python is stuck inside this loop all the time. So when Python runs this, it'll say while count is less than maximum, and count is equal to 0, maximum is equal to 10. So is 0 less than 10? That is true. And so Python will run the body of the loop. Once it has run all the lines in the loop, and we can have many, Python will come back up to the while line, and it will reevaluate this Boolean condition here. It will ask once again, is count less than maximum? Of course, it will be true, so it will print the line again. Python will then come back up to line 5 and check again, is count less than maximum? It will be true, and it will print the line again. And then Python will come back up and ask once more, is count less than maximum? And of course, it will be true again. So Python will print the line again. And that will continue forever and ever and ever. That's not what we wanted. But you see it demonstrates the behavior of the while loop. Unlike the for loop, which ran a maximum specified number of times, the while loop will continue for as long as this Boolean condition here is true. The value of count is not changing. The value of maximum is not changing in this program. So count will always be less than maximum, and it will run indefinitely. What we really want is for the value of count to increase every time the body of the loop runs. So let's try that. What we'll do now is we'll add 1 to the count variable every time the loop runs. So let's do that. Let's reassign count. Let count equal count plus 1. This is a very common approach in programming. So we're now going to do 2 things inside our loop. So when the Python program runs, count will be equal to 0. It will ask, is count less than maximum, i.e. is 0 less than 10? That will be true. So it will print, hello, the value of count is 0. But now it will also execute this line. So here we're reassigning the value of count. We're storing something else in count. And that is perfectly valid in Python. So what are we going to do? We're going to say count equals count plus 1. So the first time the program runs, we know that count is equal to 0. So it's going to let count equal to count plus 1. If count is 0 the first time, this will be 0 plus 1, which of course is 1. And it will then store 1 inside the count variable. Python will then reevaluate the Boolean condition on line 5. It'll now be saying, is 1 less than maximum? Is 1 less than 10? That will be true, so it will print the line, and then we'll come down here again and add another 1 to count. The second time the loop runs, count will contain 1, and it will add 1 to it, so that will give 2. So it will then store 2 in the count variable. Python will then come up once again and then check, is 2 less than 10? That will be true, so Python will print the print line once more, and then it will add 1 to the 2. That will give you 3, and that will store 3 inside and count, and then so on, so forth. At a certain point, when count is equal to 9, 9 is less than 10, that is true, so it will print the line, and then it will say count plus 1, which of course will be 9 plus 1, and that will be equal to 10. So that will then store 10 inside in the count variable. But this time when Python comes up and checks the Boolean condition again, it will be asking, is 10 less than 10? Is 10 less than 10? No, it's not. So the Boolean condition suddenly becomes false. It's no longer true. As soon as the Boolean condition is false, Python will stop running the body of the loop. And what Python will do is it will then jump to the first line of code that comes after the loop, which is this line here. So with what we've done now, by adding 1 to the value of count every time we go around the loop, count will eventually become 10. 10 is not less than 10, so the Boolean condition will be false, and then Python will continue with execution of the program down to here, and it should stop. Let's now test that all of that is actually the case. So I'll now run that, and there we go. It's exactly as I explained. Count started out as 0, then it became 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and so on. 1 was added to it every single time. Eventually, the value of the count became 9. 1 was added to it, which made it 10. 10 is not less than 10. That is false. So after that, Python came down to this line and printed out the loop is finished. And that's exactly what we see here. So in this particular instance, the while loop ran for a certain number of times until the Boolean condition was no longer true. In this case, of course, it ran 10 times. But in general, with a while loop, we don't know in advance how many times the thing is going to run. But it also shows that a while loop can do kind of the similar things as a for loop. So that is how a while loop works in Python. It's based on a Boolean condition being true. And that really is all there is to say about while loops for now. So with that, thank you for watching, and I will see you again in the next video where we'll be focusing in on operating systems.